this town. Steps so light, I barely touch the ground. Everybody wants to know how. Brick by brick, I put them in the ground. Walk like I built, walk like I built it.
So I was out with some friends, and I ended up going to a bar, and a stranger decided to assault me, and it landed me in a wheelchair. After going, to the hospital, I was in the ICU for 4 days, and then I was in a rehab hospital for about 4 to 5 weeks, and then I got sent home, and I've been just trying to adapt to my new lifestyle until I learn how to walk again, which is the goal number one.
Upon meeting Amber, I noticed that she lacked kind of the basic needs of being an everyday wheelchair user. She lacked the ramp going into her home. It was dry rotting and things like that. It was unsafe, and she had fallen on it several times. Even with me, I'd seen her actually fall on it. So I knew that needed to be fixed. So we found Herman Romano of Herman Romano Home Improvements here in Nashville. Hooked us up, came out over 2 days, and made the ramp safe. And that's a great thing. That small thing, that small action, in my opinion, has the greatest effect.
When I got out of the rehab hospital, they kind of sent me home a little bit unprepared. When you're in there and they're ready to send you home, you have to be something called moderately independent, which means you can basically dress yourself after a shower without anyone helping you. You have 45 minutes to an hour to do that, and then get in and out of a car. And they give you a bunch of equipment, and you've never really known what you needed before, so you don't get to really advocate for yourself. So I got sent home with this massive, clunky wheelchair, and I thought that was a normal wheelchair, but it's what insurance would pay for, and it was really, really heavy. It was really, really unsafe. There was no seatbelt, there were no roll bars, so I kept falling out of it. It was also not the wheelchair that allows you to get out into your life and live more and do more. So I was kind of restricted to my house because it was hard to push. It's hard to get into a car. It's way too tall to fit under a table, and it kept breaking all the time. And the Durable Medical Equipment Company would never fix it. So I was kind of in between a rock and a hard place. And Alex and I went shopping one day at the mall, and I was in that giant clunky wheelchair. And he's like, "This is pitiful. This is terrible. We have to fix it." He's like, "Well, I can give you a wheelchair." And I was like, "How much is it going to cost? Because this whole experience has been really expensive." And he's like, "Nothing. I can help him. I can give you this wheelchair." And so he's like, "It's going to be exactly what you wanted, and it's going to be awesome." So I got Lucinda. That's my wheelchair. And it got painted. My rims are fun. And then not only that, Alex is just have this massive drive to help me be as independent and regain my life back as much as I can. So the hard part of getting over the trauma of being beaten up and being put in the wheelchair is easier. So, he's going to teach me how to drive, and he helped me get my ramp to be a lot safer because it was kind of really dangerous to go down that ramp. He helps me get up out of my chair as much as I can and get out and do a lot more physical things because I was really active before. So basically anything that he could give me, he's given me, and it's this massive blessing. He really lends a lot of his heart and his soul to what he does and cares about everyone individually on a whole nother level. And the fact that he wants to just spread this massive message that you guys can be independent no matter what your situation is the best.